Hey, anything you're looking for? Best deals in the city.
I heard about Houston, New York.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
Engaging. Got Tango.
Jack, what am I doing? Y'all made a difference there.
Patrol, this is dispatch. Sarah has identified Hallingbrooks Plaza as an early transmission vector for green poison. They're requesting a full scan of the area.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area. Now entering a safe area. Warning. Now exiting the safe area. Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Such a kind soul.
Alert. Contamination scan initiated. Alert. Contamination scan initiated. You are now entering a safe area. Warning, now leaving the safe area.
Thank you, Agent. This will help our scientists track the evolution of the outbreak.
Leaving contaminated area.
Dispatch to patrol. I'm getting reports of LMB on East 49th and 5th. Proceed with caution.
Got a contact. Engaging. On the move, people! Pressure! Shit! I'm low! Just get out of here!
GTF reinforcements requested. Warning, hostile forces approaching.
Easy target! Young man down! Reloading! Young man
Warning, hostile forces approaching.
cover sometime! Gotta leave cover! What are you waiting for? Weapons free!
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Remember, the last man battalion cannot guarantee your safety if you violate curfew. For your own protection, stay inside after dark.
Over there! Keep the pressure on! Pressure's on! Shooting! I'm a target out here! Take out every last one. That's gonna hurt. They're all over me! These guys are good. Firing! Reloading! Inside on to my front!
Good job. The LMB aren't exactly easy to stand up to.
You're listening to Rick Falassi, and wouldn't you know it, the best and not only paranoid pirate radio podcast in the tri-state area. So, you got that going for you, which is nice. So, folks have been asking me about the federal government, what the state of things is, etc.
Hey, what you looking for? I'll survive.
By documentation, yes. Top secret mountain fortresses, impregnable to any attack, whether conventional, nuclear, biological.
Right.
Bet.
Glad you're here.
Question is,
We've got a variety of issues to deal with, which I've prioritized for you. So, we're gonna see.
and if so, and where, and are they answerable in any way to the people of the republic for which they stand? We all know what they're telling us. We see the video footage. We download the official statements. But let's be clear. Their top priority is to keep us calm, while they try to figure out what the motherfuck to do about all this. Cause in case you ain't been outside since Turkey Day, the one thing we can be pretty goddamn sure of is they really haven't nailed it down so far. Not that I blame them. It's such a fucking mess out there, I'm amazed we haven't all turned into cannibals yet.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Someone doesn't know when to quit. We just got word that an LMB sergeant by the name of Mosley gunned down a man in front of his family. I don't think that sort of thing should stand. Someone needs to make an example of Mosley before his friends start imitating him. You're selected to do the job.
This neighborhood is now under the protection of the Last Man Battalion. Please cooperate with any request from an LMB soldier so we can ensure your safety.
Changing target! Let me see what we got cover on top. check that out. Just give it up! Let's see what that is.
I'm gonna look around.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go take a look.
I'll go see what's up.
I'll check it out.
Hang on. I'm gonna go see what that was.
Open fire! Now!
Contact! Contact! Fire on target!
Keep it tight!
Maintain heavy fire! Got a man down! Clear out the AO! That all? Gotta leave cover sometime! Get that AO under control! You are weapon free! Clear out the AO!
Shit, I'm gonna look around.
Get that AO under control! Hey, heavy fire! Got a man down! I'm not gonna let you destroy this city!
Mosley was exactly the sort of dangerous wild card we didn't need around here. Removing him from the equation makes it safer for everyone.
Hell of a shot.
Give me a tank here.
I didn't sign on to fight much.
Don't take stupid chances.
God damn it.
Great shot.
Couldn't have done it without you. Nice shooting there.
We need you.
Maybe I got some, maybe I don't.
Don't be an asshole. I mean,
JTF has lost his goddamn mind. Open fire. We got the number. Don't get sloppy. Reload. Don't let up.
Let's get this done.
Looks like we lost one. Area is secure.
Ungrateful goddamn civilians.
I'm with the flag! Fire on target!
Come on, you got this.
Calling all available division agents. LMB are holding civilians at the police precinct on East 55th and 3rd, requesting immediate assistance.
Watch my back.
Word is, JTF's fucked.
Anything on him?
Contact! Don't get cocky! Just you?
They must have tossed the keys here somewhere. He's here somewhere.
Nice work, Agent. Good to know we can depend on you.
Finally.
Charles, listen to me. This is a breach of contract. You were hired to secure our assets as agreed upon, and you've left them vulnerable. We're talking billions in damages here.
I don't give a damn about your assets, Nancy, not anymore. We followed our contract to the letter, and in return, you stuck my men in here under government-issued quarantine, expected to protect empty buildings in a dying city. Well, I can't ask him to do that.
Looks like we have a complaint from a neighborhood resident who can't tell the JTF from the LMB. It's pretty clear who's actually roughing up his neighbors, but this is a show, don't tell situation. I swear, I have no idea how some of these people have survived this long.
Goddamn.
Yeah, way ahead of you. Fire now. Take us south. Secure the gate.
JTF ain't getting through us, that's for sure. Feels like there's an ambush around every corner.
Acosta, and I can't find a way out of this fucking city. I'm almost out of food, and I don't know what to do. There's a whole lot of desperate people camped out in the train yards, but I think a lot of them are sick. There's no way out through the Lincoln Tunnel. There's no way across any of the bridges. There's no way out anywhere. Getting in was easy. They're not watching for people trying to get in who'd be stupid enough to want in, but getting out? Oh, shit. I hope I'm not getting sick. I think I better head for the train yards. I don't know where else to go. At least there's safety in numbers there. If someone finds this recording, I'm hoping you can get a message to my parents in Teaneck, New Jersey. Isabel and Ramon Acosta. Tell them Eva loves them. Tell them I'm sorry.
Civilians secure.
Just curious. So what was your previous line of work? You handled the Last Man Battalion like a pro.
I can't believe it.
I am troubled by the news. The DCD says the virus may be smallpox, but the live smallpox virus is kept in just 2 places in the world. DCD and Vector in Siberia, where I work. It is very, very hard to access if one does not have the proper security clearance. If this is true, the one behind this may have the connection to DCD or Vector. They may even be known to me. It is disturbing. Still, no answer from Dr. Amherst. I am concerned for his health. I want to go to his home to make sure he is safe, but I am not permitted to leave consulate. I am too vital to Russian interests. So they tell me. Пожалуйста.
All units be advised. Reports of heavy LMB presence at the Murray building on East 49th and Park. Proceed with caution.
Man, we can turn this damn city around. All right, come on. These are dry.
I'm deploying the turret!
Shit's about to get real. Asshole!
Man down over here!
Don't get sloppy.
Let's take this little asshole out of his misery!
Midtown is safer. Thanks to you.
My talk at the conference has been postponed, as is the conference itself. This is not a surprise. The Russian consulate has called me in. I am to stay here in the
Dispatch to division agents. LMB have been spotted with stolen medical supplies on East 49th and Madison. We need those meds.
Missing medical supplies detected.
I think Colonel Bliss is the only one who can cure this goddamn thing.
Watch it!
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
We got the numbers. Go down.
Any unauthorized personnel found in this neighborhood will be considered enemy combatants and will be dealt with accordingly. This has been a public safety announcement from the last man to town.
Let me see we're helping them.
Just gotta lock this place down. Freak me out. I'm with the street. They got Dylan.
Please report any suspicious behavior you see to a last man battalion soldier. Help us keep you safe.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
pressure. We got the numbers. Shit! Do it by the numbers. Dragging around. Getting low. Need to reload. It's over. Give it up.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
The last man battalion will now be patrolling your neighborhood. Please cooperate with all LMB soldiers so we can keep you safe.
Thank you, Agent. These supplies won't go to waste.
Now entering a safe area.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
After things settle back down, you should come see me about a job. I could use someone as efficient and goal-oriented as you.
Hello, New York. It's your favorite pirate radio broadcast slash... know what you know. But I know what I know ain't much. What I hear, though, that's a different matter. What I hear is... West Side.
Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
You're in a...
Had enough of this fucking city.
You think the Colonel knows what he's doing?
We got company. Open fire.
What are you talking about? Spotted! They can fight too! Don't move! Man down over here!
Drop them all! Maintain pressure and formation! Man down! Defend and secure the area! Where do you have to get out over there?
You are now entering a safe area. Warning. You are now leaving the safe area. Readings indicate this area is safe. Warning. You are exiting the safe area.
I'm starting to think all the decent people were dead.
This is all very frustrating. I have a colleague in New York, Dr. Amherst Gordon. He was at Vector for 1 year exchange years ago. Productive time. He was very interested in my work. Taking a dangerous virus, Ebola say, and make small changes to the genome to make the virus less deadly but also more fertile. In the end, a harmless version will win out over harmful one. That is the idea. At the time, it was theory. Now, maybe it is possible using computer and modified 3D printer. I want to speak to Dr. Amherst and see what he thinks. I have called him, but he has not yet answered.
This is gonna be fun.
Revenge will be sweet. Nobody gets away.
Get those bastards!
They're killing us!
Hey, how's it going?
is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker, and I gotta get out of the city. It's like, I don't know, people are going crazy. I'm at Abel's, and there aren't any shoppers, just looters. The windows are all broken, and people are just taking what they want. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're fighting over shit. Where are the cops? Where's anybody in charge? I always thought I was some kind of anarchist. Flipping off the man, fighting the status quo. I camped out in Zuccotti Park for Occupy Wall Street. I protested the G7 summit. But this is just sad. There's a woman on the street and she's bleeding and she's crying and no one is helping her. And I can't either because if those looters see me, I don't know what they'll do to me.
Glad to see you're still kicking. Appreciate your kindness.
Word is, JTF fucked. Looking to talk terms.
Wish I could take a fucking break. You think you can take that? By the numbers. No letting up.
Lock this area down.
Got nowhere to run.
Get that AO.
We got enough. Contact.
They got Dylan. Right, come on, let's go.
I'll scout the area.
I made myself a costume. I took Kevlar from them and I stitched it together and I made a mask and a cape. The cape was not very good in a fight though, so I got rid of that after a while. But I always took the fight to the enemy. I stopped them from attacking the innocent, dropping down on them from rooftops, preventing them from preying on the weak. And the Riker who tried to follow me back to my apartment, I am sure that I lost him before he... Wait, what was that noise? I'll be back in a minute.
gonna wait!
Now, this city needs a hero. And I will give them that hero. I have always known that it was my destiny to someday be Manhattan's last defender of truth and of justice, and now is my time. It is time for me to don my mask and my cape and to go forth into the streets and to punish the wicked and to defend the innocent. It took the dollar flu, the so-called green poison to trigger my latent powers. I became indestructible. I had become the living symbol of this city, and I have sworn to protect it. Rikers, the LMB, the strange men with the flamethrowers. I fought them all in the name of justice.
Hey, no weakness!
Gonna hunt down every last JTF I see.
What we need to do is assess our resources and define our mission statement. The statement is clear. We must retake control. And with the resources we have left, it's also clear we can't afford any half measures. Every soldier counts. Every soldier is a critical resource. There are no reinforcements being deployed. There is no air support. We work slow and steady. We secure the city sector by sector, and then we hold them for dear life. I need you all to be on your feet, ready to make some quick decisions. It's better to shoot someone innocent than to let someone guilty get away. And it's better to shoot first than to risk being shot, even if you're not 100% sure. That's how we will win this war. That's how we will save this city. Collateral damage is to be expected.
You are now entering a safe area. Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
I am Vitaly Chernenko, physician and virologist. I live in Novosibirsk in Russia. I will record this journal to document the events in New York City after what they call the dollar flu outbreak. I am fortunate to be in New York now as I am to speak at Sinai Hospital Medical Conference. I hope to be of some use in this crisis. I have, how does one say it, mixed feelings. One does not wish others to suffer, but for virologists it is also excellent opportunity to learn. The first does not cancel out the second. Oh, I should add, English is not my best language, but more people speak it here than Russian, so I will use it.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Nice backpack. Where'd you get it?
A friend.
It looks familiar. Where are you going with it?
Over the walls?
Really? Be careful what you find in there. And more careful what you bring out.
Thank you. It's cold. Maybe we could try swimming for it. Wall Street. No shit. Not happening.
They're killing us! You won't last.
Resistant to known vaccines and most antiviral drugs.
Keener, the first wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face-to-face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules. You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Agent, the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now.
But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly is one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a 1 lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest. Helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't. and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.